How about it, everybody? We got one right here. Oh, you know what? This gentleman comes all the way from Auckland, New Zealand. Anybody know where that is? I told you earlier it was west of Tennessee, but here's the deal. He was a superstar there, and he's on the path to be a superstar here. I mean, Shane, you've come into NASCAR here basically almost catching us by off guard, and you've seen victory lane. That's gotta make you feel so great.
Afternoon, everyone. Thanks for the nice welcome. Yeah, it's been an amazing year or so here, and learning NASCAR and being part of it. It's been awesome. And places like Darlington, they're a long way from Auckland, New Zealand. We have nothing like this at home, so it's been cool to see these places, meet some cool people, and it's yeah, really fun. And racing every week, seeing somewhere different, somewhere more challenging than the last. It's tough, but it's awesome having a ball.
Talk about this track here, Darlington Raceway. You got a lot of fans out here that have been coming for decades. It is the track too tough to tame. Your feelings, what a little bit of time you've been here already?
Oh, this is probably my favourite place actually for an oval. It's crazy how challenging it is. And I remember the first race here early in the year, I touched the side of the car, you know, and scraped the paint. Came back in and I had my first strike, but I felt pretty bad for scratching the car. But every single car was wrecked, so it made me feel a bit better. But yeah, yesterday, definitely coming back here for the second time, knowing what to expect, how to handle the racetrack, I guess, and really move forward during the race. Had a lot of fun, battled with some big guys, and yeah, got a decent result too.
So, given the fact, given everybody here who might not be real familiar with your background, just share with us your background racing, you know, a long way from here and then coming up in the NASCAR. A little bit about your background.
Yeah, so I mainly have raced in the Australian V8 Supercar Series, which, if you remember Marcus Ambrose, he was the same, he raced in there as well. So I started in 2007 and did that until last year. So I've been racing for a long time, and then I've done a bunch of GT racing in Europe. 2014 to 2018, I was a GT racer in Europe for McLaren. So yeah, done a fair bit of racing around the world and not much oval stuff. So it's been a challenge.
Yesterday, you had a top 10 finish. Is there anything, and I know these cars are miles apart, but is there anything just for being out there on the track that maybe, okay, I found out something I might get used for tonight?
Not really. They're so different, the cars. I feel more comfortable in the Cup car normally, but last night we were good at the Xfinity. Just the way they drive, the way they yaw out with the rear ends, they're very different. So probably the only thing in common for me is that they're left-hand drive. So I only got to remember to get an outside. That's probably the main thing.
You know, the minute you mentioned that is true. I didn't think about that. But a couple of things I was looking over and I was thinking, all right, I need maybe off the wall, different and racing questions. What is New Zealand most famous for? Anything that makes New Zealand stand out from any other country?
Probably sheep and rugby, yeah, which is our main sport. Yeah, so it's probably about it.
Sheep
and race cars.
And rugby, of course, I know that you are extremely talented in rugby.
Well, our country is, I'm not. Yeah.
I thought you were.
When I was very young, but yeah, love me more.
So, given the fact coming up, we saw in 2025, you've got a great little thing going on. Share with us that you're going to be in an 88 car when we start the new season.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, so third car at Trackhouse, which is amazing for that group to expand, and then also to represent the 88 number, which has a massive history as well. And yeah, I'm not underestimating it. It's going to be a huge challenge next year, and I just got to keep that learning process going. But yeah, real privilege for me. Like, I got a huge opportunity here, and don't take for granted how lucky I am to have this shot. So yeah, to come in, I'm going to try and get better as the year goes on, like I've done this year in Xfinity, and hopefully get some results as the year goes on. Really cool.
You know, Darlington is one of those tracks where it wears out tires, it wears out your nerves. So the kind of driver you are, this track takes a lot of finesse, patience, but at the same time you got to be aggressive. So when you get out at a track like Darlington, as worn out as it is, what kind of drive, is this your driving style?
I'm still figuring that out, I think. Yeah, I'm learning every lap, but yeah, you got to not be afraid of the wall. You know, when you see those top guys, especially in the cup cars, they're running, you know, so close to the wall. It's very, very impressive, the skills that all the top guys have. So I'm getting used to that. You kind of get a little air bubble against the wall and you feel the car pushed away from it, and that's something I've never felt before. So I'm trying to learn that, but also I'm hitting the wall a lot as well, trying to learn. So it's tough. The guys here are really, really good, and it's going to take me some time.
Well, everybody, I'll tell you right now, I wish you a lot of luck. Here's the one thing that you just heard him as he was talking about Darlington. And of course, during the NBC broadcast last week, Lee Diffie took over that position. So now, we all, as Southerners and NASCAR fans, we've got to put a W in Darlington to say Darlington. The way you say it, and the way Lee said it on the broadcast last week, I think we can make it work.
Yeah, sorry, I hope everyone could understand me. I struggle to understand you guys sometimes too. It's English, but very different.
So these kind of events, say when you were down in this is something that you're used to doing to a lot of press events, right? Just like NASCAR.
Yeah, it's the same. Supercars is the equivalent of NASCAR kind of down there. So yeah, a lot of press events, a lot of TV stuff. So I'm kind of used to it. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
There you go, everybody. Let's give it up if you will. Tonight, and we raced the races in the same 7